knowledge, right? See, try to understand there are two categories of people. The first one is having a lot of knowledge, but that knowledge has been not used for society and there is no gain of money out of it. So nobody, asks them. The people who have knowledge, invested knowledge for the use of society and have earned a good amount of money. So they are the successful. That's what we see across the globe. Am I right or wrong? Right. So we all are in technical education. And here you can see gone the era where people used to have the money with the IC engines. So you can see 50 years back, 60 years back, there used to have, the mechanical engineering was in very demand, right? We see in any engineering college. But now which engineering is in a lot of demand? I would say computer engineering. Okay. Why? Because here, henceforth, the word will run through the instructions. Instructions in the sense it's in the coding. That's what you take the word. Okay. And see, if you want to earn a white collar money, okay, so I say white money, not black money, or to be very rich, we have to enter into the domain of software industry. It's one of the best platform for you all. You can just see in the Bangalore, the average salary of a software engineer with the average 8 to 10 years of experience is 1.4 CR. It's practically a fact. You can see our TP office, the companies which are coming, average salary is 11 LPA for any computer. Many companies goes 20 LPA plus. So I'm just giving a background, clearing a background that why it is necessary for you all to master the art of programming. I'm not telling the what you can say the mathematical, it's art. Okay, and any art comes with the practice. That's very important. See, every year we are in contact with around 500 plus companies. We run, thousands campus diamond campus here on VIT. Okay, but the thing is that many companies goes with zero results and so many are there. Okay, so what they're looking for is basically the skills, and that the skills is about what? Programming skills. I'll tell you a very short and real story. See, once what happened, there was a hiring. Am I audible to everyone? I'm also tired because there was continuous 3 hours class and then coming here. So there is a hiring for a zoo attendant. Zoo, there is animals and everything. So there is a hiring for zoo attendant. I'm not covering my that's so there is a hiring for zoo attendant and thousands of people applied. Okay, in India, you know that for your generation, by the time you become BTech, along with you, there are 32 lakh candidates who will become BTech computer engineer in India. Okay, so there was a hiring for zoo attendant and many people applied and one student got the job. So while giving an offer letter for the manager, that the zoo attendant comes by running and said that sir, please don't give him an offer letter because the gorilla for whom we are recruiting him as a zoo attendant has been ran away from the zoo. So then people with folded hand he said, sir, no, मुझे बहुत जरूरत है. Please give me job. I am ready to do whatever you say. So then manager said, okay, I will protect your CTC. But you have to ensure that now you will not be a gorilla attendant, you will be a gorilla. मतलब तुमको अभी gorilla बनना पड़ेगा. You don't have to take care of gorilla. So every day what he used to do, he used to dress like gorilla and he used to entertain the people who are coming in the zoo, like small kids and everybody. And one day what happens, आपके जैसे college के बच्चे आते हैं. So by looking at your enthused, he got so excited and out of ecstasy he fall into the cage of tiger. वो tiger के cage में गिर जाता है. So then he was thinking, अरे जान बची तो लाखों पाए, we say that, सर सलामत तो पकड़ी पचे. We started shouting, अरे I am not gorilla, I am a human in the form of gorilla, please protect me, please save me. And that tiger who was sleeping, वो जाग जाता है, and he said, चुप बैठो, तुम्हारा भी जॉब जाएगा, मेरा भी जॉब जाएगा. Because I am also not a tiger, I am in the dress of tiger sitting here. And then later you find that the fellow who was the tiger was the MC here. And the fellow as gorilla, he was a mechanical engineer. It's a real story in the MP. So that's the situation in India. We say it's a skill-based education, but do we have that skills? That is very important. Are you getting this? See, you all are from CS background, so people are not hiring you because you have BTech CS. Are you getting the point? So recently there is one college in Nagaland. The person who cracked the interview joined of Facebook. That's a LinkedIn. So the world is now globalized and the people having access. So you have to ensure that You have a programming skills. It's not related to specifically DSA, any programming skill. And what those skills are that we're going to discuss in the next 40, 45 minutes, 50 minutes, whatever time we have. Okay. So let us start from the basic. What is the meaning of a programming? Very simple way. I'll give a very simple example. Let's say there is a person from China and there is a person from India. They're sitting on the Great Wall of China and they want to communicate with each other. Getting it? So person who is from China, he knows only Chinese. And the person from India, he knows only Hindi language. And they want to establish a meaningful communication. And they get some work done out of it. Now the problem is that the Chinese person will say ching chong ching so whatever you not understand generally what language to communicate. And the person from India will say Hindi tu tera main mera. So how to resolve this problem? कैसे problem resolve होगा? Yes, they need a translator. So translator will understand the language from the Indian perspective, Hindi, convert it to the Chinese and communicate with the Chinese person. So that's what you are doing with your compiler. All of you are doing C Python, right? क्या तो पता होगा. So you're using a compiler. So C language is like your Hindi language that you know. Okay. Machine language is in 0 and level language, which machine knows. Compiler knows your both the languages, C language and machine language. Are you getting this? So problem solving is nothing but whatever solution you have in your mind, you are just converting in the form of C language. Very simple. Point is clear? You learn in Java, right? Now see, gone the days where Java was open source. Now it has been taken by whom? Oracle. So now Oracle is done. Java certified professional software engineer. They open the course. 26,000 fees. You get certification, you be Java certified. Oracle certified Java software professional. Are you getting the point? The people what they do, there is a 250 list of questions. I have the question with the answers. You can join the course, you can register, you can easily pass it and get the certificate. But skills are not coming. Getting it? So you have to focus exactly on starting from very simple level of problem solving, slowly, 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 till the next level. Okay, very simple thing. Now see how many of you went to a coding. First of all, like let's take a very simple example. Addition of two numbers. You want to do addition of two numbers. So what you do generally, you know what is addition? A plus B equal to C. So you need a three variables. But what is the process ideally? You take a test cases for two numbers. 1 plus 2 equal to 3. You take the cases for numbers of 4 digits. 1000 plus 4000 equal to 5000. You take the test cases for 10-digit numbers, some million numbers. You do it, get the output. That is the first step. Second step, you write a generic step. A plus B equal to C. Third step, you go for drawing a flowchart. Fourth step, you go for writing the algorithmic steps, looking at the flowchart. Fifth step, you go for writing the pseudocode. Sixth step, you go for writing the code. And seventh step, if we have any difficulty in the coding, go back to your input test cases. That is a process. But do you follow that process for every example? Literally not. Are you getting this point? हमारा कैसे होता है? Job finish. And when we go in infinite loop तो क्या करते हैं directly? Compiler ही close कर देते हैं. Right? Problem ही खत्म. Right? We never go for debugging the code. Clear this point? And see, try to understand. The people are talking about AI, AIML, machine learning algorithms, artificial intelligence. It has its own place. But for the freshers, problem solving skills and your ability to solve the problem is an almost necessary. I've seen all almost companies. Companies very hardly ask the questions about AI and machine learning algorithms. Everybody asks about your operating systems, data structures, and simple problem solving skills. The point is clear? Okay. So very simple how to start your journey. See now journey always starts from picking the programming language. So how many programming language you know? C, Python, you will learn C++, you will learn Java. But don't stick to programming language. One very simple thing. Why? I'll tell you very simple thing. See, when I did my engineering in 2005, 6, 7, that time Symbian OS was there. You know, Symbian छोटा mobile phone रहता है. Nokia का ting ting ting, no? That you used to play. You might have not seen also. So I did a Symbian programming. Then comes the era of Android programming. So we did Android programming by looking at the classes. Android is gone. Then comes the era of iOS programming. Your mobile may Apple may use that, right? That is also gone. Now the people are doing a Flutter. Also in 2010, since there was a .NET, ASP.NET, C Sharp.NET, VB.NET, I myself did the classes and learn ASP, C Sharp, and VB.NET. That is also gone. Now what you are using here? JavaScript, HTML, front end, back end, AngularJS, Node.js, React.js, full stack applications. Slowly, that things also will replace by some other technology. Point is clear. My point here is that the only thing that is constant is about your operating system calls, your basic principles of data structures, your computer architecture, computer organization, and many other basic things. How many of you are not from CS background? Just raise your hands. Which branch? I don't know. I'm talking. I'll ask very simple question. You know circuit branches, non-circuit branches. Non-circuit मतलब उसमें क्या है? There is no involvement of electronic circuits and other things. So which branch? Instrumentation. Yeah. Any other here apart from any other branch? Good. See, the companies have moved that criteria, only hiring from CS. Now, see, Infosys has come for hack with Infi. The package goes from 11 to 24 lakhs. All branches, live dead backrows allowed. Point is only you should be very thorough with the problem solving and data structures. Very simple. Okay. So here the point comes is that so when I say a data structure, what is mean? What does it exactly mean data structure? Very simple. So now you people are sitting here. Let's say here 120, 120, 120, 120. Now I want to arrange those candidates in increasing order of their heights. So there has to be some algorithm which is universally accepted. That algorithm is nothing but I can say if height wise, I'll go for sorting algorithms. Simple. So that is a kind of a structure I'm using to arrange a data. Very simple way. Let's say I want to store. Let's say now you have which social area network that you use social networking? Facebook, Twitter, Insta, Insta. है तो आपको followers रहते हैं उसमें, right? Is anyone here who has more than 1 lakh followers? कोई famous है क्या? Is here anyone whose follower is Salman Khan or whose follower is Virat Kohli? कोई आपको follow कर रहा है? Or maybe your favorite actress or whatever is current. I don't know who is current favorite actress of yours. Is anyone following you? No. So which data structure we use there? Graphs. Every person is treated as a vertex in the graph, and your friend is friend with you. That means distance is 1. Are you getting the point? So there are billions of users on the Insta. So billions means 10 raised to 10, whatever it is. So these are the real life problems you have to relate with some structure. So I use a graphs. If you give an interview of Facebook, I personally given a 4 steps interviews for Google, 4 rounds. 5th round I went. The thing is that everything is based on the your core of the things that happening around you. Okay. So all of you please make sure you should practice at least every day minimum 4 problem solving programs. You studied array in first year. So what you can do in case of array, go for gigs for gigs. You can use the whiteboard here. Oh, is it visible? Yes, I just connected to. Yeah, that's fine. I was not aware of it. I'll just doing this. Okay. Okay. So first thing in problem solving, first step is identifying the. I'll now go directly into the topic, not wasting time. So first thing is you have to identify the programming language. I'll go to realistic because say next year we'll start you again drivers and other things. So the first thing is you have to select your programming language. So ideally speaking, we have main 4 programming language to express your logic. Okay. The first one is C, Python, C++, and Java. Now see, take my message very seriously. Now you go for Java, you go for Python. Now say I want to solve one program or I want to write some program where the sorting technique has to be used. Correct? Now if you are using a Python, what you'll use? That dot sort function. But when you are using C, you have to use a sorting program. You have to type the sorting code. Am I right or wrong? So always go for a C programming when you go for basic or a C++ programming. Don't go for Java or what you can say Python. Strictly C or C++. Second thing is about memory allocation. So for memory allocation, you prefer the C. Make a C pointers very well. Pointers in C. I'm telling you now the what are the syllabus you covered. You will be covering. You focus on that. Again, in C, you have to go for definition of structures and UDL. Okay, and 2D array, problem based on 1D array. You practice it. Now, where to find these problems? Very simple. You go for gigs. Just type in Google programming problem statements on 1D array, programming problem statements on 2D array. You can just do it right now. Do the exercise right now only. All of your mobile phones with you. It will live. Just type in Google gigs for gigs 2D programming array statements. 2D programming array programming statements. Very simple. You'll get hundreds of programming statements there. Is it there? Is there? You can see it is divided simple, difficult, and simple, difficult, and average. Just you can click on any problem statement. What is given there? The statement is given, the test cases are given, and then what is given there? Solution is given for the code of it. Right? Like that way, every day you have to at least read a 3 problem statements. You go for array, likewise structure, likewise pointer, and any other things related to your current academics. Every day 3. I'm not asking you to solve it. I'm just asking you to do it. Getting this point clear? Okay. Now, second thing, moving further in the data structure, there are two types of data structure. One is a linear data structure, one is a non-linear data structure. So basically, linear data structure is nothing but it's a linear sequential access like array, stack, queues. You're coming, they're going out. So that's going in one sequence. It's not that 3 people are going together. So it's a linear access. This is called as what? A sequential data structure, or it is called as a linear data structure. Is another called as a non-linear data structure where the data doesn't have a linear access, and that is trees and graphs. Trees and graphs. Now, all of you take one message very seriously is that practice is the only mantra to success. Only mantra to success. See, I'm here in teaching since last 15 years. When I go to class, I never carry any book, nothing. I just go with pen, chalk, and duster. Okay, and I'm very clear for any problem for which I know the solution, I can easily write its code either in C or C++. Because I know the programming syntax are very simple. In C, hardly 36 syntax are there. C++, some 100 syntax are there. But my logic is very clear for a particular solution. So I can easily write the code for it. So programming is not the problem. Problem is about expressing your solution. It's about your expressing a solution. Are you getting the point? Okay, very simple. You guys studied the eigenvalue, eigenvectors in matrix. Yes or no? So you can easily calculate that for given matrix. Now, if I ask you write a C code to calculate the eigenvalue for the given matrix, how many of you are confident to do it? Question is clear? You know eigenvalues, eigenvectors सुना है अपनी मैथ्स में? पढ़ा है आप लोगों ने? Yes sir. ठीक है मैं आपको एक सिंपल देता हूँ. सिटी बैंकिंग प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट है. I just all of you know 1D array, right? Okay. Say how to clear the screen. Eraser है. Oh, wait a minute. Right. आणि pen and all. Yes, sir. Thank you. See, I'll just do some exercise and then we'll discuss about matter. Also use fingers to scroll the screen. Oh, like that. That's fine. That's good. See, there is one simple question that is recently asked in city or derived. See, there is one array where n is equal to 4. For n is equal to 4, the input array is given as 2, 2, 3, 4. In that case, output is 1. For n is equal to, let's say 6, input arrays 1, 2, 7, 5, 4, 6. That time output is 4. For n is equal to 5, input is 1, 2, 4, 8, 5, and output is 5. Now you have to write a code where it will accept the size of array n, that will go from n is greater than 1 and less than 1000. You will be given array of dimension from 1 to 1000. You have to generate the output. You have given an input. So n is given, input array is given, and you have to write a code which will be more efficient than other sets. It will be most, what you can say, less time complexity code. Problem is clear? Yeah. Hello. ठीक है ठीक है, आवाज मगाची व्यवस्थित होता रे. Hello. 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 Hello.
इज इको है ना.
Zero sir.
फिर ठीक है, अभी वो भी
You just think for the solution of it. Just think of the solution. Very simple problem. Doesn't require big brain or something. Solution is of only 2 lines. Just 2 lines का code is. Are you clear ना? मैं आपको relation भी बताया. I'll just tell you relation. What is the relation? Look at here. For n equal to 4, there should be number from 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I subtract 1 from 2, I'll be getting 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's why output is 1. Look at next, for n equal to 6, input is 1, 2, 7, 5, 4, 6. So which number is missing from 1 to 6 here? 3. And which is our odd man out? 7. So if I subtract 4 from 7, I'll be getting 3. That's why output is 4. For n equal to 5, input is 1, 2, 4, 8, 5. Now if I subtract 4 from 8, sorry, 5 from 8, last output is 5, not 4 here. So if I subtract 5 from 8, I'll be getting 3. So I'm getting sequentially number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you clear this? So you have to write a generic code where it will accept the array from 1 to size 1000, and you have to just generate the output of that array. Very simple. Mhm. Perfect. That is the expected solution. Huge round of applause for that guy. What he said that you have to apply logic here, sum of n numbers. So what is the formula for sum of n numbers? Yes. So sum is equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2. You can see summation of first 4 elements. So 4 plus 1, 5 into 4, 20 divided by 2 is 10. What is the summation of this array? 2 plus 2, 4 plus 4, 8 plus 3 is 11. So 11 minus 10 is 1. So you have to write simply sum 1 equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2. And for I is equal to 0 to n, sum 2 equal to a of I plus sum 2. And then finally see out, you have to do the subtract the difference of these two. That's the solution. Okay. Now see, when those things will get clicked to you, when you practice multiple problems like this. Are you getting this? Now you guys have your MCAT SSL, right? SSL का आपने MCAT दिया first semester. You solve problems like age, time, quantitative, and many other things. Okay. But the thing is that now next time when you practice it more and when you again appear the test, will your score not increase? It will increase. It will increase because it's about the practice. That's why I insisted just now that all of you have to ensure that at least read the problem statement and see the solution that has been given there. Don't code it right away. If you feel that coding takes a lot of time. Point is clear. The first thing is very important. Practice, practice, and practice. You will find this sandfoundry.com. Log to base 2 is there. My own YouTube channel is there. So you can refer my YouTube channel. Just I started from the basic array sorting, the sequential linear data structure, non-linear data structure from the scratch in very simple language. So other are good. You can refer that also. Okay, but I will not refer those things. So you just can note down log to base 2 gigs for gigs. Then sandfoundry.com. These are the standard things where you can brush up your things. Okay. And see, I'll tell you from my own experience, without practice, you are not going to get anything. Doesn't matter how much intelligent you are. Getting the point is a very simple thing. Like let's say Virat Kohli is having good command on cricket. But let's say for next 1 year he's not going to practice at all on the ground. And next IPL, if he enters on the ground, what confidence he will have to hit the century? Absolutely 0.00 because practice is not there. Getting the point? And see, my dear friends, this engineering is about a skill based education. I said art of programming. ऐसा नहीं कि कोई रट्टा मार के कोई स्किल अक्वायर कर सकता है. You have to practice. You are in professional education. So every day you have to code. I always in the class. अब जब इंजीनियरिंग करते हैं ना तो you have laptop. So your all kids should get fainted. आपका क्या होता है? Only control C, control V faint होता है. Am I right or wrong? Just observe your laptop at the end of your BTech. Ideally, that should not happen. And first year के end में क्या होना चाहिए ना? You should, without looking at the keyboard, you should able to type it. That shows how much coding you did. Obviously, आप तो lawyer तो नहीं हो किसी का कोड केस फाइट करने के लिए, writing the laws and everything. Obviously, writing the codings, है ना? So that is very important. The first mantra is practice. Second thing is about competitive coding platforms. Very important. So you might have heard about Lead Code, you have heard about CodeShave, GitHub, and many are there. You can refer standard Lead Code. So many companies having that platform for hiring. So ensure that at least once a week you'll be sitting with yourself, I'm telling, okay, on the laptop and solving the codings of Lead Code. That is very, very important. Okay, I'll share with you the later the what is the guy named Ajay, the list of the coding example that has been asked by the companies. So I'll share with him also. Maybe you can refer, you'll get a hint what kind of questions are there. Okay. So second thing is about the lead code things. Third important thing that is required is about the projects that you do in CV. Okay. Student keep listing 10 projects, 15 projects, 20. It is not expected at all from the company. Have you heard about full stack application? What is a full stack application? Very simple. Say I'm using Zomato. I'm using Ola. Is it not an application? Yes. It is a complete full stack application going from client to the main. Who is there? Who is owner of Ola? I'm a client. Ola कौन है? Is main owner. Client to owner with the banking. Finance is involved in that, right? Then it has many calls. It has a CC Avenue. It has encryption, decryption. All things are there. You please ensure that till the end of your fifth semester, you'll be doing at least one project that is your full stack development code, and you know in and out of it completely. You can use backend, front end, middleware, everything using a DSA. That is primary, very basic, important thing that you have to do it. वो आपके रिज्यूमे में होना ही चाहिए. And rather than interview or driving your interview, better you drive your own interview. That is very important. Fourth important thing, you have a LinkedIn, right? आपका क्या होता है? LinkedIn profile होता है. You write, है ना? You write, I did this project. So my team members, everything. Please write at the end, skills acquired, team management, time management, delivery management, profile timelining. See the deadlines, see this what you can say wordings of it that are required according to the professional ones, and please add it over there. That is very important. And afterwards, at the end, you ensure that any problem that you solve, please try to write down the solutions of that problem. Pen down your solution on paper, which is very important. हमारा कैसे होता है, you do coding, right? When you stuck up somewhere in the code, आप क्या करते हैं, दूसरा code refer करते हैं, yes or no? है ना, कोई कोडिंग कर रहा है, आप लोग, you're doing coding for matrix addition, you stuck up somewhere an inverse of matrix, what do, you go on Google, you refer another code of matrix, you see where is a for loop mistake, where is a this mistake. Please remove that concept, please don't take that help. When you sit for the coding, take a test case, add it to matrix, solve it stepwise over there, and whenever you stuck up where in any coding programming, please refer the problem that you solve mathematically. Please don't refer other code. Take that message very very seriously. तभी आपका अच्छा कोडिंग हो जाएगा. Are you clear this point? And at least for the programming subjects, जो भी assignment है, please do the coding on your own. I have very, I have very high confidence on you. If I say there is a submission of all your engineering assignments of all semesters tomorrow, you will submit it. Yes or no? आपको confidence नहीं है, लेकिन मुझे आपके ऊपर confidence है. So that's why out of confidence वो guy also सो रहा है. He has a lot of confidence. We can do it anything. So please make sure to code on your own. Every word should be coded by your one. That is very important. Point is clear? So first thing I talked about the programming language. So referentially stick to the C or C++. Don't jump on Java. Don't jump on Python. In a coding test, you can do it, but preferably at least for next 2 years, you stick to C and C++. For C, why? For the basic pointers and the memory allocation things. Okay, stub, node star, and other things are there. C++, you should go for standard template library in C++. Syllabus may most of the times we people never teach you. But these are very, very important things. Okay, so these two languages are very important. We start doing coding today itself onwards, which is very important. Point is clear? Next thing, going further about how to tackle the DSA basics, very basic things. So first thing, when we talk about DSA, we go for two things: linear data structure, non-linear data structure. Linear data structure means, in very simple language, I'll tell you. Now see, these students are sitting in line, right? If I ask them to go out, तो क्या होगा? वो बंदा वहां से निकल के जाएगा, उसके बाद सब लोग जाएंगे. तो एक एक्सेस कैसा है? Sequential, which is linear access. Now वो पहले आया, वो पहले बाहर जाएगा, तो we'll call stack. Now वो पहले आया लेकिन सबसे ज्यादा बाद में आया, वो पहले आया लास्ट में आया, तो he'll call is called as a queue. And they are sitting in line, that's called as a array. That's a simple linear data structure. Now what is a non-linear data structure? Let's say you guys are sitting in triangle somewhere randomly, and if I ask to go out, anyone can sit and anyone can go out, right or wrong? That is called as non-linear, because I can't predict how they will go out. There is no sequential access. Are you getting the point? So this is called as a non-linear data structure, which is trees and graphs. Are you getting this? And maximum recruitment problems, 99%, are based on a linear data structure. That is for coding perspective. You can write down there. You have to be master first of all in first year linear data structure. In interview, you can face non-linear data structure, trees and graphs. Are you getting this point? So linear में क्या है? You have to first of all very focus on array and sorting techniques. There are 10 sorting algorithms: quick sort, merge sort, heap sort, radix sort, bucket sort. What else is there? Heap sort is insertion sort, selection sort. That's it. Don't mug up the algorithms. If I given one array and if I ask to go for the third pass of quick sort, आपने पढ़ा है quick sort, right? All of you did. If I ask you to generate the output for the third pass of quick sort, you should be able to sort it. If I have one unsorted array and if I have given one stage of a sorted array, like let's say fifth stage of sorted array, you should be able to tell us, sir, out of this 10 sorting, this particular sorting has been used to get this output. That is called as a DSA practice. Are you getting this? Let's say if I have one dimension array, and if I say that given array I'm going to store in the column measure fashion, and if there are 100 elements, the base address of first element I stored in memory is 1000. And if I ask you to find out the address of the 44th element in the memory, you should be able to quickly tell us. That is called as a data structure. Are you getting this? It's completely about the mathematics and the logics. हम जब सोचते हैं whatever we study and whatever is actually in the real world and that has been asked in the company उसमें difference है. Are you getting this point? Second thing, I'll give very practical tip. Now see, all of you heard about glassdoor.com, ambitionbox.com. पढ़ा है आप लोगों ने? Let's say I'll give a very simple thing. Let's say tomorrow you're going for any company. Okay. And now say I want to find out, let's say it's the Barclays on campus. I want to find out the Barclays programming questions for the freshers. Gigs for sorry, you can say glassdoor.com. You'll get the multiple programming questions where the past recruiters has been shared over there. So you get a hint how to do it. What kind of questions are there? And don't restrict for this. You can search job on your own also in second year, first year itself also. How LinkedIn, follow many companies. You can follow many companies. Amazon, Flipkart, Netflix, anywhere. You follow them, you'll find there is a requirement for interns. You can join on your own. That's well and good. I know many students have joined Amazon, Microsoft like this way. But first of all, you master your skills. Very important. And don't apply any company unnecessary if you don't have the skills. Otherwise, you will be blocked for next 8 months after the first application. That's very important. Are you getting this point? So I just revise once again what I said. Many things I said in distracted ways. First thing, you have to fix the fine programming language. You have to practice the lead code programming questions. Third one, we refer gigs for solving the one-dimensional array or you can say linear data structure programming questions. That is very important. Fourth thing, you have to open account on lead code and at least once a week you have to crack any one lead code programming questions. It's up to you what to select in that. That is very important primary requirement over there. Okay. The fifth thing is that you have to improve your skills. So how to improve your skills? You can look at the many requirements which are floated on the LinkedIn for the freshers. Just see what are the skills that have been given there. You find out your own area of interest which you fit over there. Proper coding, testing, or design. Many are there. You can select that, and based on that, you have to improve on your own self. That is the thing. That is about the what you can say placement perspective. Talking specifically about the DSA, it's very important to practice three programming problem statements a day. अब बैठे आराम से बैठो देखो just read it and see the solution of it. Without practice, guys, you will not get anything. You have to practice, and at your level I suggest you can practice at least a linear data structure. Linear में sorting, searching, stack and queues, and linked list is dynamic memory allocation that will come to in second year. At least you can do this till May. You do it a lot. Maximum work of the recruitment has been done by this time. That's very important. And very important thing, we have a lot of misconception that maths is not required. But guys, remember, engineering is about mathematics. Arithmetic progression, geometric progression, condition probability, Bayes rules, Newton-Raphson method, one-third rule, trapezoid methods. पढ़ा होगा सुना होगा आप लोगों ने eigenvalues, eigenvectors and matrices, right? All these things, conditional probabilities, mathematical inductions, you all need during those kind of questions. So you have to revise it. Permutation, combination, everything is there. And if you know these things, you can take a confidence that easily you can get hired by top 10 recruiters. If you have that much things, that is more than sufficient and very important. In next 2 semesters, at least in one semester, your EDI project should be in the full stack development, complete application starting from scratch to end, front end, back end, database, and handling the payment gateway. That is very important. Point is clear. So this is what I'm observing, because we keep hosting many companies, more than 400 companies on campus, and I generally in close touch with the technical teams. So we come to know what kind of questions, what they're expecting, very important things. Okay. So please focus on those things, and these are very, very important things. Okay. Now I open the forum for question answers, because through question answers there will be a lot of learning based on it. Okay. So that's what the message I want to throw from my side. Please practice, practice, and practice. That's very important. Okay, without hard work, we'll not get anything. Getting the point? DSA is one of the small thing, but problem solving is at the large. Okay, and see guys, in the corporate world, we feel that we are too smart. But remember, sincerity, hard work, ethics, integrity, and humility has a lot of value in the interviews. Are you getting the point? You can be a too smart, but if you don't have sincerity, if you don't have hard work, and you don't have that humility to accept the wrong things, no matter whatever you do, your chances of hiring in good companies are zero. And even if you get hired there, chances of getting success is 0.000%. Are you getting the point? So, emotionally, mentally, be stable, be mature. That is very important. Any guy can be a too smart, but he is too smart till we take. After passing out, the smartness won't work. Are you getting this point? And you please take this very seriously. Now to work on those qualities also. It's very important. Accept your mistakes if you have done it. Honesty is very important. First thing that company says, whenever some student is wrong, company says, "Sir, we are expecting at least some basics ethics from the candidate. Forget about the knowledge and the skills. That comes secondary." And that's very important. And it has a huge value in the corporate world, at least at the leadership level. That's his huge value. And it comes through the practice and consistency. That is very important. Okay, so please practice, have a good readings, have a good communication skills. Okay, and communication skills also doesn't mean that you just keep on throwing the English words. It's about that every word, a single word that come out through your mouth should have some value, should have some meaning, should have some respect in it. That is very important. Are you getting this? Somebody keeps on speaking a lot of English, but the word doesn't touch the heart. Word doesn't transform us. What is the use of that word? Not at all, right? And that's why the reading is very important. At least some good readings, which will uplift yourself, your consciousness, and your confidence too. That is very important. Are you getting this? See, I'm not telling you that always look for some inspirational video. वो inspiration कैसे होता है ना? You know that it's just like a coffee. When you drink a coffee for 5 minutes, you feel better. Little bit तो headache चालू होता है. Getting it? You want to permanently growing and growing and growing. So don't go through the degree. Grow through the degree. That is very important. Okay, IITs are very successful, but how many of you are at the successful level? Very few. Why? Because they are lacking those qualities. That's very important. Okay, so that's again the personality test and other traits are obviously here and there. Let's keep on going. Okay, so better I open the forum for question answers. I expect a lot of questions. Without any formality, you can ask the questions whatever you have. Any doubts, anything that is in your mind, or you can feel free to ask. It's not the class of 1 hour. I can just tell you how you can prepare the complete set. Okay, but two mantras I said. First thing is practice, 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 and do hard work. Second thing, select a programming language, either C or C++ to practice for next 2 years. Have a lead code practice. Refer gigs for gigs, glassdoor.com, and missionbox.com. That's very important. And always have a LinkedIn. Go for hunting jobs for the interns, at least for top companies, Mang, Adobe, Netflix, Amazon, Flipkart. You can say Facebook, Google, Microsoft. Many are there. I'm just giving the dream companies for you all. You can search on your first year also. You can do it. Okay, there are many companies in foreign who look for some kind of support role. You can support one foreign top manager level. In night, you can provide a coding support for solutions for that. Earn money out of it. People are earning in dollars. You have it, the world is open for you. Sky is limit. You can do anything. It's possible. You can see the guy who just designed an Ola or Uber app. Very simple application, the way you did it in your ADI project. है But क्या हुआ है? He is moving the complete India. Just sitting in a simple office floating one. And just getting even the 1% benefit. How is he is crorepati now? Simple application. Does he done anything apart from that? Idea is innovative. That's what I'm telling. Instructions will run the world. Instructions will run the world. You sit here, what not you can do? You can call a Panit Gurji here. You can call anything here. Right? No? You can call police here, emergency here. You can call anything, right? Through instructions. It's a coding. And the world will run through it. Take the world very seriously. Doesn't matter you're mechanical, civil, anything. We have to do it. So I used to remember in mechanical, we used to do workshop. Cutting वगैरह करते थे उसमें. Nobody is doing. Even mechanical engineers nowadays not doing no workshop practice because it has been completely mechanized by CAD CAM. Right? People in industry are simply mechanical engineer to know the C++ language. So simple. Correct? Boeing hiring computer engineers for C++ for basic designs. So you ensure that you have the required skill sets, and skill sets come through what? Practice. Is through practice. You are a professional education. तो आपको क्या होना चाहिए? प्रैक्टिस होना चाहिए. I always give an example, very simple example. बाहर मान लो वड़ा पाव वाला है. There is one person who is making vada pav. He has a degree from Indian Institute of Hotel Management and Catering Technology. Very famous institute. जो वड़ा पाव बना रहा है. और एक का डिग्री है इसे रूरल एरिया जो होता है ना बालवाड़ी. What is say nursery what we call here. He has that degree, doesn't know anything, but he makes very tasty vada pav. अब किसके पास जाओगे? जो टेस्टी बना रहे उसके पास ही जाओगे ना. लेकिन क्या बोलेंगे, अरे इसने डिग्री किया है लेकिन वड़ा पाव बेच रहे हैं. उसके पास खाओगे क्या? नहीं खाओगे, क्योंकि स्किल किसके पास है? Who has the skill? जो पढ़ा नहीं है लेकिन he has a skill of making vada. So it is about like that. See, don't get or demotivated. See, I'll tell you very simple. Last month I was just training the 7th standard students from Dallas who are a 7th standard, and they are learning a Java. They are learning a Java and C++. 7th standard kids and making an application on Flutter. Just imagine where they are. 7th in the sense, what is their age? Must be around 14, 15. High level of maturity, a high level of independence, and very polished, in behavior, hard work, dedication. That's what we have to do. That's important. Okay, so anyways, we'll have a lot of discussions, but I'm looking for your questions. Whatever questions you have, just please open. Yeah, ideally speaking, see in Gigs for Gigs also you'll find there is a timer. Hardly, I would say a question like this you should be able to solve in next 15 minutes. 15 minutes. See, whenever you given any problem, to always look for the test cases. Don't look at this problem. We have to do the programming for that. Just see, like say, I give a simple example. Let's say in this room there are, let's say, 200 students sitting here. I want to randomly select out of 200. I want to randomly select 5 people, out of which 3 are the girls and 2 are the boys. Among the girls, in 3 girls, I want 1 girl from IT, 1 girl from computer, 1 girl from CSE. And out of the boys, I want 1 boy from mechanical, 1 boy from civil. What is the probability of this? उसका मुझे कोड करना है बाद में. I want to write a code for this, where n can be 500, n can be 1000. Okay, so what will we do? We'll look for the coding directly or look for the test cases? Test cases. So always remember, whenever the problem is given, look for the n equal to 10, n equal to 50, n equal to 60, n equal to 100. Second thing, look for the data type. Let's say if my n is goes beyond, if I'm using a C compiler, turbo C compiler, where size of integer data type is 2 bytes and it is a signed integer, then my range will go from 32,000 to minus 32,000. And if it is n goes beyond 32,000, I have to use a double data type on turbo C compiler. So always ensure of this also. That is very important. That is about the engineering. Point is clear? So always start problem solving from the test cases. Then flow chart. So always look for the termination condition of the code. When you write recursive, look for the termination condition, initialization condition. These two conditions are very important. Yes. What should be the roadmap of DSA in FY and SY for Yeah, see, I'll tell you very simple. See, there are two things. First is about the projects. That's why I said. Okay. Second thing is about you go for linear data structure, make a command over sorting, and complexity of sorting is very strong. Complexity analysis. Like let's say if I have an array and I want to go to the group sortings, I'll use a merge sort. Why should I use an insertion sort? If already array is sorted, only last 2 elements are not sorted, which sorting I'll use? Insertion sort, which will give me the best time complexity. Okay, arrays are in particularly unordered format, and I want the best possible sorting algorithm. I use a quick sort. So it depends on your understanding and logic what has to be done. Then queue and stack, which data structure to use to solve the problem of scheduling, to solve the problem of recursion, what to use. Simple. You go for solving those, and through practice you'll come to know that. And during interviews, there are a lot of questions on trees and graphs, provided if the company is in the finance space. And in addition to that, there will be questions on weeklies. Like how to use AI in this journey, and not just in engineer, but how to become an AI ready, like data profile. See, first and very important thing, if the companies were coming for the AI, they look for your projects in AI. Very simple. Very few companies are. Out of 100, I'll tell you hardly 5 10 companies are there who ask the directly resume from the AI candidates. So what they expect out of this, like what projects you did in AI? AI in the sense like I'll say prediction systems are there. Okay, so what kind of AI algorithms you use? Okay, and then supervised learning. What kind of supervised learning you provide in that? Which model you use? What very basic things. But again, if you go to AI, there is always questions that why not use a regular database systems? Okay, at the backend, what database systems in your data set have? Many things are like that way. Okay, how you will there will be some problem. How will you apply AI for that problem? Okay, how will you use AI in debugging? Already ready-made code is given to you. How will you integrate the multiple codes using AI techniques? So like that with the kind of questions over there. See, what is a full stack? It's a stack. Okay. What is a DSA? Stack is a subset of DSA. Very simple. Why it is called full stack? I'll tell you. Because see, we see the website. It's a front end. At the backend, you store something. That's the backend technology. Database is something different. When you call for some other doing a payment, that is a payment gateway. So it's a common application. And look at in your mobile phone around you, any application, it involves those four things: front end, back end, database, and the payment gateway. So if we know those security calls, it is called is completely a complete data set. And then they ask the questions based on the trees, graphs, and specifically about hashing. That is comes under the what you can say linear data structure. तो ये basic है आपका. I'll give a very simple example. Say आपके घर में चटनी है. So you have let's say at your home there is chutney, haldi, you have many things, ingredients are there, and you want to cook. So they are asking about the cooking using those ingredients. But ingredients nahi tha, how will cook? So these are the ingredients that are important. No, it's not like that way. So I'll tell you, there is a prompt always, and there is options given. Any programming, there is even HTML is also there. HTML, CSS is there, C Sharp is there, VB is there, Python is there, C is there, C++ is Java is there. You can select any one coding language, but during the interview, your basics will be checked. And the basics will get covered through C and C++. Very simple. When I do pointer, use a pointer, right? When I say go for dynamic memory allocation, struct node star malloc size of. So there is a typecasting, there is an address allocation, there is a memory resolution. How will explain those commands for that? Guys, understand you are a computer engineers, CS guys. Before that, you should know what is a dual boot. You should be able to boot your systems. You should handle operating system calls at your level. You should know networking details. You have IP addresses. You should know all in and out commands of your laptops first. You can ask your any small kids if your small brothers are there. If you say you are computer engineer, they say, "आप computer बनाना जानते हैं क्या सच में?" Is it not? Ideally, you should know it. Correct, no? At least you should know how the intersections are get handled from screen to the compiler and process. उतना तो आना चाहिए ना? मैं नहीं आता है तो why should you will get the job? Be honest always. And see, makes sense for success also. Now I say there is a no limit for software engineers. The sky is limit. Huge is there. You can be entrepreneur. You can open your company. You can start doing what you can say application for some other agency. You work on that. You get it, and many things you can do it as such. Like financially also you can grow in crores. Success also you can grow in crores. You can provide a service to society. Many things you can do it. See, skills and hard work होना चाहिए. That is very important. Yes. See, I'll tell you now. If you are in first year, better stick to C till May. When you go to second year, your operating systems go for C++. Stick to C++ in second year till second semester halfway. Second year, second semester, you can start learning Java slowly, and then go ahead. Okay. Specifically, I will suggest unless and until asked in competitive codings, you prefer Java. Is one of the best because already the system calls are available. But when you are practicing, don't go for Java directly. Start with C, C++, and then Java. At learning as a learner. But as a when you say as applying for the recruitment and we sit for the coding, then I would suggest if you know Java, better go for Java. Okay, but I doubt now how long company will sustain Java because again it is a now license. Okay, but still start with C till May. Next June onwards C++ and December onwards Java. That's how we can do for first year. जो already second year में आपने तो already आधा नौ पार किया है तो you can start now for Java basics. And see, in coding, now hardly 1 hour of code. So a company will not ask you to write 1,000 lines of coding, right? No. How much line? Hardly 10 lines, 15 lines, maximum 20 lines, not beyond that. सही बात है ना? उनको पता है आपका टाइपिंग स्पीड कितना है, right ना? You can't type 60 words per minute. Okay, you can type 10 words, 5 words per minute, and that is also with the logic you want to do a lot of things. So hardly 10, 15 lines of code is not more than that. That's sufficient. Getting it? I recommend two certifications as per me. First is a cloud certification. You can do any AWS, Microsoft, any cloud certification has to be there. That will add the value. And second thing, you have to do, if possible, we can do, the Oracle certified in Java software engineer. If possible. The charge is very high, 26,000. और उसमें fail हो गए तो पैसा भी गया. Okay. So if that is required, you do it later. But at least cloud certification, you please make it. AWS or Microsoft Azure. Probably you can do no my the Amazon AWS certification, cloud certification. Basics so you can do it. Because everything is in cloud. सब कुछ cloud पे आजकल तो you should know what is it. So please do it. So I'll tell you very simple thing. You can take away जो आपके GATE exam को होता है ना, GATE core subjects. You prepare that. That's it. DSA operating system database, computer network, computer security, and second thing is maths. हम लोग क्या कहते हैं मैथ्स स्किप कर देते हैं जिसे फर्स्ट टॉपिक इन गेट ओके इट्स द फर्स्ट is there in the problem solving in the industry also. That's very important. ये तो करना ही है फोर सब्जेक्ट्स डीएसए ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम डेटाबेस एंड कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क इक्वली important. Any other questions? कुछ questions है? See, I won't mind in doing Python and everything. See, I don't understand. At basic learning level, you should be clear with your basics. That's why I suggest don't go jump on the Python directly. That's why I give an example. If there is a program that you are writing involving the application of sorting, need a sorting code, it needs involvement of stack operations in it. If you're using Python, you directly go for using the high level syntax, not sort, not push, not pop. But if you are using C, you have to write the code for it. You should think of it. Which sorting algorithm I should use here? Okay, so as a learner, you always focus on this basic programming. That's important. See, आप लोगों ने C पढ़ा, right? Python पढ़ा. You have character data type. What is the size of character data type? Why it is 1 byte? Why not 2 bytes, 10 bytes, 15 bytes? Huh? Why memory allocation? 1 byte में क्या memory allocation? Correct, because you have 255 different keys that are on the keyboard. And to represent 255 different keys, you need 8 bits. So 2 raised to 8 is 256. That's why size is 1 byte. To go for like that, compare to compare it varies. And that's why we always prefer a low level coding at initial level. That is very important. Okay. And always remember you are the students. हमेशा क्लास में बोलता हूँ you are the students. You are here to study. So whatever is there, you should always be in the mode of absorbing. हमेशा आप absorbing के mood में होने चाहिए. Okay, this is very efficient age of your life, 16 to 25 years. सो प्लीज यूटिलाइज. आपको एनर्जी है, आपको लगता है सर थके, आप थके नहीं है, आपको आलस आया है. ओके, यू आर लेजी, यू आर नॉट टायर्ड मैन, कम ऑन. यू आर जस्ट 16 to 25 years. आप बोले सर सोना है, वो सोना नहीं है. यू आर इन द मोड ऑफ ignorance. You have energy to do it. Okay, the only thing is it's about the game of mind. Are you getting this point? So please awake internally. You have to awake, very important. No, so you have to improve skill, and skill improvement will possible through practice. So please practice it. Enough material is available, enough sources are available, and practice in a right direction. That is very important. Getting this point? So please try to create your profiles if you are actively want to warm up in the era of software industry. You can have your shine Naukri, you can use it. Look for the chances as a interns on LinkedIn anywhere. Please do it. Wish you all the best, and if anything required, you can always catch up those guys, or I'm sometimes available here. You can do that also. Okay, but please put a hard work, strong and sincere efforts. That will one day will give the right fruits to you. That's very important. Any other questions? If not, we'll stop here. Wish you best luck for it. Yeah. See, I'll tell you, when you're any question, any exam is there, there are always three levels: medium, average, and hard. Medium, difficult, and simple. First of all, always try to solve the medium. First of all, always solve for the medium. Then go for the difficult or simple. That's your choice. But if you solve simple and medium and average, you are not medium and difficult, you are not solving. You are not shortlisted most of the times. But medium, if you solve and either average or simple, you tried it, you get shortlisted. So start from medium, then look the difficult and simple. If simple is solving in very small amount of time, go for it, and then go for the difficult. That's very important. Everybody it is important. ऐसे I'll tell you, AI, AML, CS, एक ऐसा नहीं, they all the content is पनीर. वो किसी का पनीर भुर्जी है, किसी का पनीर बटर मसाला है, किसी का पनीर चटपटा है, किसी का पनीर का चिंगारी, whatever it is there. Okay, but ultimately क्या है वो? CS. Everything, everybody is equally important. अब सोचो, you have a company. किस boy को whom will hire? Who has a basic clears or who has something knows high level? Basics. AI यूज करने के लिए पीपल है ना, बेसिक्स के लिए नहीं है इंडस्ट्री में. डोंट हैव द बेसिक्स, दैट्स व्हाई दे आर कमिंग हियर. आर गेटिंग दिस? And see, AI, what is AI? Just tell me. As an engineer, as a computer engineer, just think, what is AI? क्या है आर्टिफिशियल? उसको इंटेलिजेंस दिया है किसने? Who is going to give intelligence to this AI? You guys, na? How will you give the intelligence? Through coding. Very simple. Just type some queries, emotional or intelligent based queries to AI. You will not get the good correct answer. Not give. Getting it. AI is an application. See, the lawyer who is doing something by looking at the books now, he can say, Chat GPT, please give me for this section details to file. तो उसको मिल जाएगा. आप लोग जैसे होमवर्क था ना, अरे डेटा स्ट्रक्चर में क्या क्या है, डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ नॉन डेटा स्ट्रक्चर सर्च करो. यू कैन सी व्हाट आर डिफरेंट नॉन डेटा स्ट्रक्चर. तो चैट जीपीटी में आपको देगा प्रॉम्प्ट. यू जस्ट कैन कॉपी एंड पेस्ट एंड सबमिट इट. वो जॉब आसान हो गया आपका. बट डज दैट मीन यू रियली लर्न द लीनियर नॉन लीनियर डेटा स्ट्रक्चर? लर्निंग किसको करना है? आपको करना है. Who has to clear the basics? You guys. Getting, you can record my message. If you are not clear with your basics, after 5 years, 10 years, you will be lost in the IT market. You can record 10 साल के बाद देखो उसको. Simple. Are you clear at this point? How much does the GPA matter? How much does the GPA matter? CGPA. I think how anyone here who is doing CGPA below 6.0. कोई है कि ऐसा एलियन यहाँ पे बैठा है? Simple. Ideally, it should be, see, your CGPA multiplied by 0.9, that is your percentage, and you should have at least 60% and above. So simple. Most of the companies say first class and above. So bank company, they say no criteria. Great backlog, live backlog, all branches allowed. ओनली वन क्राइटेरिया, इफ यू हैव स्किल्स विल गेट हायर्ड बाय अ गुड रिक्रूटर, और ये तो आप खुद ही हायरिंग चालू करोगे, ओनली थिंग, बट आपको स्किल बिल्ड करना। Hmm? Yes, it is necessary. It is necessary to be. That's why the engineering को maths है ना. You give JEE, CET, which is subject having highest percentage? Maths. In universities, IITs have a maths in 4 semesters. I think you have in 2 semesters. Is then. So if you speak in the language of maths, will be a good program. Simple. Is done? Okay. So wish you all the best. Keep practicing, keep coding, keep doing hard work. और सेल्फ स्टडी करना है, आपके पीछे कोई भी डंडा लेके नहीं भागने वाला है. Getting it, you are in the professional market, competition is very high. If you make yourself very stable and sturdy, nobody can go beyond you. Okay, so thank you all, thank you for patience listening. First time I saw in the class and sir bus ho gaya abhi. Okay, so thank you, wish you all the best. Yeah, thank you, and thank you for the club for having this activity. There are many things actually, he has shared me many things point wise, but I don't know how much justice I have given to his point. But the thing is that there are many things and we need a good amount of time, and within 1 hour we can't deliver many things. It's just like informal communication and just talking to my friends or talking to colleagues or other things. Okay. So please make sure I'm telling through my heart that uplift your skills, uplift your emotions, and uplift your intelligence. That is very important. Every day you should be growing, growing, and growing. हर दिन आपके लिए नया लर्निंग होना चाहिए. That is the message that you can take it positively. ठीक है? Okay. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Guys, please take your seats. We will just conclude in 5 minutes. So, सर ऑलमोस्ट सबने सर ने सब कुछ कवर कर दिया, मतलब डीएसए से लेके प्लेसमेंट तक वगैरह. मैं जस्ट एक बार बता देता कि सेकंड ईयर से कोई है क्या यहाँ पे? ओके, सेकंड ईयर से भी है. और फर्स्ट ईयर, थर्ड ईयर, ओके थर्ड ईयर, ओके. नहीं, वो तुम लोगों को छोड़ के, मतलब थर्ड ईयर में अगर डीएसए स्टार्ट कर रहे होंगे तो थोड़ा सा डलमल है अभी. कोई है क्या ऐसा थर्ड ईयर में अभी भी जो डीएसए नहीं कर रहा? नहीं है ना. तो सबसे अभी एज अ थर्ड ईयर, एज अ सीनियर में तुम्हें बस बता देता कि अभी आ रहे अपने कॉलेज को अच्छे कंपनी आते हैं, ठीक है. सो डरो मत, बस डीएसए करो. सबसे पहले कंपनी आके पूछती कि डीएसए किया कि नहीं. भैया तुमने 3 साल अभी हो, अब थर्ड ईयर में हो, 3 साल क्या किया?